And you're welcome. It's time for What's Up and About. It's only just after the weekend, so we have a very interesting conversation here, and it's about entertainment, Nigerian entertainment. Mike, over the weekend, it was all about the Afronation 2022, and of course, a lot of people had been expecting it, and finally came. West Africans, well, we showed up, and of course, Rema was in attendance, and as a performer as well. But one lady actually came out to say that she was quite disappointed with the West African performers, especially Rema's.
Rema and CK.
And CK. According to her, she did not pay money to come for you guys to play her the CD that she already has at home.
Wow.
The CD. We don't use CDs again. The file she's already got in her.
What you can get on Spotify.
Exactly. On Spotify, exactly. So she was like, I came to hear you perform your tracks live. I want to hear that original voice. That's why I'm paying all this money. That's why I'm coming here all the way, you know, from my home and all of that, even from another country. So she felt like as if she had been ripped off. And I would feel the same way as well. In fact, for most African or rather Nigerian performances that I've seen, especially here in Lagos, it's always been the case. They simply just, in fact, they let you do the singing. They're like, hey!
Then they'll offer you the
hey, you pay me. You pay me. So it brings the question, our art in Africa, our art in Nigeria especially, as entertainers, is this our format, and is that basically not a rip-off if I'm going to see you perform and then you play me back your records?
So, may I? So a lot of the time, a lot of these music promoters, the companies that put together these events locally, they've not really put music and quality of sound into consideration. A lot of the time, they just want the artist or star to show up on their lineup to get people to buy tickets. Numbers, for clout, for the influence of it all, not because they're actually particular about sound quality. So in the end, you might not even have those performers come and rehearse. They might not even show up for rehearsal. They might even show up late to the venue. They might not have even seen anything that has to do with their
rehearsals.
So, and then, of course, many of them don't have the skill.
They were prepared. They're
never really prepared. Maybe in the studio they get something to boost themselves to a certain extent.
No, she went there.
I don't think they are not. I don't think that it's a case of maybe them being poor. Let me
ill
a few
prepared.
things. Ill prepared. Okay, maybe Rema came up to say something. That
do you want me to read it?
Well, it's a lot. I would have just wanted.
He said, I'll just summarize. He says that everybody who attended knows that the sound was bad. Secondly, delay feedback from the mic, no in-ear monitors for the artist to keep track of the audio the audience was receiving.
Now, see,
that was exactly what I just said.
You see this thing. This is Afronation. Did you see the crowd? Did you see how big that was? You don't have an excuse. It's not acceptable. That what he put out was not acceptable. I mean, if I had said sorry, sorry, we would work towards it next time. The organizers should and could and will do better. But that is I mean, for crying out loud, you get thousands of people. I mean, and this is concert style. Someone said something about how in Nigeria, you know, we have the table style. The concert feel is not like that in the rest of the world. Europe, South America, everybody just comes in and you just see the crowd and they vibe with you. They want to hear you, like you said. If not, I could just play Spotify and put you to jump and move on. Like that, what she said. My point is, whether it's Rema or whether it's the organizers, they messed up.
I want to say something. One of the best concerts I ever saw was in South Africa. Huma Sikira Mafikizolo. It was a jazz concert. And now these guys actually had tickets for you to come and even see them prepare.
Wow.
You know, you could actually come and see them practice. Now, that is where you identify where everything is wrong. So if you had classic tickets for the event, you could actually waltz in and just see them. Oh, you guys are preparing. This is what we're going to see. It was one of the best concerts ever because you had that pre-concert and even post-concert feel to it. They were prepared. In Nigeria, they just come on the day of, on the event itself, and then they just start going on. Another thing is that Nigerian artists, we've fallen into that rack where what they produce on air, or rather what they produce on their records, are not replicatable, you know, live. Unlike Asha and perhaps maybe even Brimo, who you can get the same feel when they grab the mic anytime. These artists have auto-tune, they have these effects and that effect and everything, which you cannot replicate.
I'll even add Burna Boy to that list.
Burna Boy is good
on, you know. amazing, directly on the mic.
But you know the funny thing, I remember watching this concert and getting some backstage. It was a Chris Brown concert. Do you know that if you plan well, you can even put the studio effects live?
Oh yeah, you can. If you have the equipment.
You can get a studio, bring it live. You can even do the auto. You can do it
absolutely
right there. But that would need so much planning behind it.
You know what else it'll need? Trey Songz was in Lagos, performed at the Eco Hotel. It was one of the best concerts in Lagos I had ever seen because the sound was crisp. Yeah. And even in between the show, they had to tell you, hey, we're going to go into a little intermission because we have to set the sound for the next artist. Because this artist's sound is very different from this artist. So they have to do all that tweaking and everything.
That was good.
Perfect
sound. Can I take it away from the music and the sound quality? Now, I want to take it back to the response Rema gave. First of all, his management team should have been responding on his behalf. It shouldn't have been his voice coming out like that. And the first thing you do after collecting money for a concert and not being able to deliver is you apologize first.
First, simple. That's what I'm saying.
My customer is my fans. My customers are my fans. If my fans are not happy with my performance, you apologize first. That's the first thing.
Don't throw Afronation under the bus. They tried. It's a very, very well-known concert. So, I mean, they've been doing this a while, Rema. Just saying. But in any case, we still love you. You're still a great artist. We just hope that you do a bit more when it comes to the performance side of things. If you're there and you share our view, or maybe not, to send us a message. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'll be back.